everyone, welcome back. Sorry it's been a little while. We're here down in Worcester today, which any Americans that try and say Worcestershire sauce, always my great amusement, but we are in the home of it. Here at Blueprint, going to do a little bit of a training session. Soph is on the other side of the camera rather than me, so it makes better footage, and yeah, let's just go do some training. How lazy I was actually going to be and whether I could roll like even more over, and I was like, it's just going to end in disaster and Soph's going to film it and it's just not worth it.
Going in with some light 20s nicely. There's some 15s on. Just a cheeky 30 kilos whilst you're warming up.
I'd be here all day if I took smaller jumps. This is where people get really upset at how unscientific my program is. So basically look at what I did last week and try and do more. That's literally it. People are like, oh, what percentages do you work to? I'm like, 5 kilos more than last week. People don't believe me, but here we are. So today, well last week I did 5s at 125, which means today we've got to do minimum 130.
It's just progressive overload, is it not?
Exactly, there does come a point that you can't do it though. And when you're getting back into training, it's fine. Then you get to about week 6 and you're like, no, I am going to die.
There is no more.
They're like my least favourite kind of weight rack because I'm short. So I've not got the reach to get over them and I always end up trapping my fingers.
Especially at 25.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
It's 18 degrees, is it? Did I say?
It's like sticky though, isn't it? Like,
oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
I mean, yeah.
I had to get naked. I didn't bring shorts. It's an error from me.
Da da da. Da da.
I wore this to training the other week.
Yeah.
And Nige made me put tape up the middle. He's like, I'm a happily married man, but I can't look you in the eye and talk to you while you're wearing that, Sarah. So I had to tape myself up the middle.
Aww. At least he was honest.
Yeah. He was like, for everyone's sake, please can you cover that up? I was like, okay. I'm now debating how lazy I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Because that's 105 and I could go 125 and go all the way over there and get some 10s, or I could just put the 15s on and go straight to 135, which is probably what's about to happen. Yeah, but let's do as I say, not as I do. I'm like, yeah, no, I've not got anything else to say other than that.
Yeah. Well, it's on you, innit?
It's on me. And the thing is, where I'm returning back to training, this is like, it isn't a top end weight for me, so it's like a semi-reasonable jump to take. Up from last week. Gains. Imagine doing that every week. I'd probably call the drug testers on myself. now that it's Friday.
Nice to be back into a routine.
Yeah. It's nice to be back training. Like, training is when I probably feel most like myself at the minute.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice. I was saying the other day, I don't think without the dog I'd be in routine as quickly as I have been. Because you've got to get up, right? Like, you've got to get out of bed, you've got to get moving. So get up, have breakfast, sort the dog out, go to the gym is my general daily routine. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like you shouldn't. The whole point of powers is to practice your pull for fulls so that you pull the bar high enough. So if you're not strong enough to power something, all that should happen is you just get sat into a full snatch or a full clean.
Ah.
Like, they're an assistance exercise for the full variation. So you should never like catch it and dump it, because you should just keep sitting into it. Weightlifting fact of the day. It's worse for my dizziness.
Yeah.
So it like takes me a few weeks to learn to kind of adapt to it. Not fun.
Bit like cardio.
Oh, I did cardio on Wednesday. I did 3 cleans and a jerk. Oh, like that is cardio. That's like a set of 4. That's hard. We're doing 3s on heavy cleans. That is proper weightlifting cardio. The only thing worse is doubles on clean front squat jerk. So full clean front squat jerk for doubles. That's not fun, because that's like 6, right? You got to clean a front squat and a jerk, so that makes it a set of 6. And the thing is, working at those top weights, the correct percentages, like even as singles, that like puts your heart rate up. So then to add multiple reps, which is why I think people are often surprised the engine that I have, but because the percentages I work at and the speed that I train at, it builds an engine without doing cardio, because it's just like you're working for a couple of hours, keeping your heart rate relatively high the whole time. It's not the same as doing cardio. By no stretch can I say I can run a marathon and be fine with it. Absolutely not. But it builds more fitness than I think people often give it credit for. If you leave your bar loaded and roll the bar to the weight rack and then unload it at the weight rack, you've not got to individually carry all the weights back to the rack. Smarts. I know, right?
Girl, you're so clever.
So smart.
What's the saying? Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nailed it. We're hoping this is going to try and help stop my weird hand skip thing that I do when I snatch.
Oh, when they...
Yeah. Which the internet went wild about and everyone thinks I do it on purpose, which I don't, because it's the most inefficient thing ever to do on purpose, because the wider your hands are, like, the more, like I jerk wide because I've got long arms, so I'm not got, and if I'm pulling, my hands are wider, you've not got to pull the bar as high to get underneath it, because of, like, laws of triangles and stuff. Pythagoras. But science.
Or maths.
Maths. That one's maths. But if my hands come in, then I have to pull the bar higher to be able to catch the bar with narrower hands. So if they should move anywhere, they should move out to be more efficient. So I don't do it on purpose. Some people are like, should I try and do that? I'm like, absolutely not. I don't try and do it. It just happens.
Wow.
We don't really know why, but we're trying to fix it. So hopefully stuff like
Sort
this
it out,
will-
Sarah. Come on.
I'm trying.
Bloody hell.
I know, right? I can do it on 45 kilos, but I need to just do it on 105 kilos. So we'll keep trying.
And that's what that was for, essentially.
Yeah, to try and just build some. I'm trying to build some shoulders for multiple reasons. One, for that, and two, so that then when I front rack for my jerk, I'd actually have some delts for the bar to rest on, rather than it resting like back in my windpipe and me going to the shadow realm. So.
Going there quite a few times, aren't you?
I do like to fight the shadows.
Frequent visitor.
Competition, I was done there for like, I think my record is like 11 seconds between the clean and the jerk. But the thing is, if I go any sooner, I'm too dizzy. And it's like I settle there, and then I put my head down, and it looks like I've fallen asleep. But it's so that it like brings it off my windpipe slightly, so I can get some up. So although my head's down and it's making my windpipe curve, there's not 130 odd kilos on my windpipe, so I can get some air in. And that's when you see me like fall asleep, and then it's like, and fish back, and then check it. So, I mean, it works, right?
What's that for? What does that mean?
Hallof press.
Right, what's it for?
Anti-rotation, like trunk work.
Right.
Core. Trying to get myself some obliques. just hidden under a bit of 72 kilos these days rather than 64
Hey,
kilos.
I'm an Adonis under here. I'll let you know.
Just keeping it warm, you know.
I know it's a really stupid question, but you're always very self-disciplined when it comes to all these things.
No. And I'm terrible with mobility because I've got a good mobility like base from gymnastics. So I'm bad at keeping on top of it. Because I'll never lose my mobility in terms of that, but in terms of you don't just need it to improve mobility, you need it to aid recovery.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. I actually had a conversation with someone yesterday about it. Like I need to get back in the habit of actually doing 10 minutes at the end of each session.
Yeah.
Because you go, oh, I'll do it when I get home, and it never happens. I tried to do it the other day, and I got attacked by a German Shepherd named Kobe. It just became playtime, and it was chaos. So, yeah, good session. Felt weird lifting on that floor, but you know, can't make excuses. Just get on with it. And yeah, always nice to have a change of scenery, train somewhere different. Cool to get some content for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Make sure you subscribe, and me and Kobe will see you again soon, no doubt. What do you reckon, Cobes? Sit. Down. Bang. Bang. Come on, you're thinking about it. Nah.
Next time.
What did you get me doing that? It's always one of those moments you go for the extra click and you're like, am I going to paralyse myself doing this, or is it going to feel good?
But it's so satisfying.
It's just so heavy today. Gravity's harder in the south. Come on. I ain't got anything else for you, that's it, I'm done. It's my knowledge. See ya, bye. It's a big one this
Do
year.
I know what the 3-0? It is all downhill from there, just so you know.
Cheers.
Just to prepare you.
Thanks for that, Soap. Really appreciate that.